Today's video is on the 10 ingredients to avoid for sensitive acne-prone skin. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Janet, and on this channel and on my blog, I talk on skincare and relaxed hair. If these are topics you love watching or reading about, please stick around by clicking on the subscribe button below and then on a link in the description bar to head over to my blog. Now, if you've been following along, you would notice I've been making a couple of videos on sensitive skin. The first one was how to cater to your sensitive acne-prone skin, and the next one was the best ingredients for sensitive acne-prone skin. So today's video is a follow-up on this series, and I'll be sharing with you 10 ingredients to avoid if you deal with sensitive acne-prone skin. Now, with sensitivity, many of the ingredients and products used by others will not work for you. You have to be very careful with how you pick your products when you deal with skin sensitivity. Now, our skin can become sensitive when our skin barrier becomes damaged, maybe from wrong skincare practices or from very high concentrations of skin actives or certain skin conditions. So you have to be very careful, and it's a condition any of us can experience. You can't say, I don't have sensitive skin, so I can use whatever I want to use on my skin. No, you may not be sensitive, but you can develop skin sensitivity. So you have to be very careful. Now, when you deal with skin sensitivity, you may observe that your skin gets easily dry, very irritated. It stings a lot when you apply a product on your skin. You experience a lot of redness, a lot of itching, rashes. Your skin may be sensitive to whatever is irritating your skin. So you have to observe the skincare products, note the ingredients that you have in your skincare products before you apply them to your skin. Now, the first ingredient to avoid if you deal with sensitive acne-prone skin is fragrance. Fragrance is not the worst thing in skincare, but when you deal with sensitivity, it can be a game changer. Now, in skincare, we use fragrance to mask the smell of certain ingredients or to give a luxurious feel when you use certain skincare products. But when you deal with sensitive acne-prone skin, you want simple formulations without fragrance. You want fragrance-free products. Now, for sensitive skin, the fragrance can trigger an allergic reaction that will lead you to redness, soreness, itching, rashes all over your face. We don't want that. The next set of ingredients to avoid are chemical sunscreens. Now, there are mineral sunscreens and there are chemical sunscreens. Now, the mineral sunscreens either contain zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. These ones sit on the skin, they deflect the sun rays. The issue with them is that they can leave a white cast. They can leave a horrible white cast on your face. So people don't find this pleasurable to use. Now, the good side about these physical sunscreens is that those that contain zinc oxide, they can be very healing. They help with atopic dermatitis, they help with inflammation. So if you deal with a lot of sensitivity, it's best to use sunscreens that contain zinc oxide. Now, the chemical sunscreens, on the other hand, contain UV filters that absorb the UV rays onto the skin, convert them into heat, and then they are dissipated from the skin. The downside to these chemical sunscreens is that they can cause an allergic reaction, and we don't want that. So when you deal with sensitivity, chemical sunscreens are a no-no. Next are retinoids. Retinoids are a class of ingredients known as vitamin A derivatives. They do a lot of things to the skin. They can reverse signs of premature aging. They can induce collagen. They prevent fine lines and wrinkles. They can treat hyperpigmentation, and they can nip acne in the bud when they're forming from increasing cell turnover rate on your skin. They are wonderful. They are the gold standard for well aging and anti-aging. But the downside to this ingredient is that they can be very, very drying. They cause a lot of dryness, cause a lot of irritation to the skin. So when you deal with a lot of irritation, retinoids shouldn't be your go-to ingredient if you're starting out a skincare routine. Now, if you really want to use retinoids, you really need to opt for milder forms and very low concentrations. Now, I always recommend to start out with retinol palmitate or a retinol that is encapsulated. This is very important. You don't want to irritate your skin, irrespective of your skin concerns you're trying to deal with. Now, the next ingredient to avoid is sodium lauryl sulfate. This is a very common surfactant and is responsible for the lather you see in most of your dishwashing liquid, your very harsh cleansers. When you use this on your skin, it strips your skin of its oil, leaves you very dry. We don't want that. If you deal with sensitive acne-prone skin, you're already prone to dehydration because your skin's moisture barrier has been compromised. You're already losing a lot of fluid from within to the environment. You don't want to dry out your skin by using something that will strip the hell out of your skin, strip it of the little moisture that is left. We don't want that. You want to use milder cleansers. Now, I always emphasize the need to protect your skin barrier, and using harsh cleansers is one of the things you can do to your skin to damage your skin barrier in the first place. So when you're already dealing with a finicky barrier, you want to be very careful. Next is benzoyl peroxide. Now, benzoyl peroxide is one of the go-to treatments for mild to moderate acne. Benzoyl peroxide treats acne by releasing free radicals that makes the place very unfriendly for this acne-causing bacteria. It is so wonderful, it calms inflammation. It's a wonderful spot treatment, but when you are very sensitive with acne, it may be very harsh for you to deal with because its common side effect is dryness. It can leave you very dry, that you can flake. So when you're sensitive and acne prone, this shouldn't be your go-to to calm your inflammation. If there's anything you're looking for, you could opt for azelaic acid, which is a bit milder and is also anti-inflammatory. So look at azelaic acid instead if you deal with a lot of sensitivity. Now, but if you really want to use benzoyl peroxide, you could try using cleansers with low concentration of benzoyl peroxide. Now, you try it out, and if you can handle it, you can stick with that rather than using the leave-on forms. Those ones are very drying, and you don't need to up your way to a 10% benzoyl peroxide. If you're sensitive and acne prone, you can stick with 2.5 to 4%. Studies have shown that with these low concentrations, you could still see acne fighting effects. The next ingredient is isopropyl myristate. Now, this is an ester of isopropyl alcohol and myristic acid. Now, this is an emollient, and in skincare, it's used to maintain the skin's moisture barrier. It forms a seal over the skin. Now, when it's used in skincare products, it also helps in the absorption of ingredients into the skin. Now, when we deal with sensitivity, our skin already absorbs more than it needs to. Now, when you use these ingredients that pull in more ingredients into the skin, you would have a lot of irritation. The next set of ingredients you need to avoid are alcohols. Now, a disclaimer here, not all alcohols in skincare are bad. Now, we have the bad ones and the good ones, and I'm focusing on the bad ones that can dry the heck out of your skin. When you use alcohol in skincare products, it makes the products lighter, makes them easily absorbed, encourages other products to penetrate into the skin, and they can cut through oil and grime. So you see a lot of skincare products formulated for acne prone skin containing these very drying alcohols. This was the teaching back in the days. Like, most of the acne products then were very drying. The ones formulated for oily skin were very dry. They wanted to dry the hell out of the skin, but we know better today. And when you know better, you do better. Now, when you use alcohol containing products, it dries out your skin. It makes too much products penetrate into the skin. And when you're sensitive and acne prone, we don't want this. It causes a lot of dryness. Your skin gets very dehydrated. Now, this triggers your skin to make more oils that clog your pores and leave you more acne prone. You want to avoid alcohols like SD alcohol, methanol, isopropyl alcohol, denatured alcohol, benzyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol. The good alcohols to look out for are cetyl alcohol, stearyl alcohol, and cetyl alcohol. Now, these ones are fatty alcohols. They serve as emulsifiers and they don't irritate your skin. Now, the next set of ingredients are essential oils and plant extracts. Back in the days when we heard a product was plant derived, we just felt it was safe for use on the skin, right? Wrong. Not all plant-derived products are okay for the skin. Now, essential oils are essences derived from various parts of plants like the leaves, the barks, the roots, the stems, different parts of the plant. And at any given time, any of these essential oil can contain up to 50 different components. Now, the thing about this is some of these components can be beneficial to the skin while some others can be irritating. And when you deal with sensitive skin, you don't want to take that risk. Now, while some people can use these essential oils, reap their benefits with their skin barrier still intact, you with a damaged skin barrier or skin barrier that is very, very easily irritated, you don't want to try these products. You want to use milder products. Stay away from those botanicals because they can irritate the heck out of your skin. Next is L-ascorbic acid. L-ascorbic acid is the gold standard vitamin C. It's the purest form and it's a powerhouse. Like, It does everything for your skin, from treating hyperpigmentation to counteracting free radical damage to fighting post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation to brightening your skin to inducing collagen. Like, it's wonderful. But the thing about L-ascorbic acid is that it needs to be stable at a very low pH. This pH is very acidic, and when you deal with sensitive acne-prone skin, this can be too harsh for your skin to handle, and it can lead to rashes, redness, itching, all the signs of sensitivity we don't want on our skin. The next set of skincare ingredients to avoid are high concentrations of skin actives. Now, for those with sensitive skin, you need to be very careful with using skin actives in the first place. If you don't need them in your skincare routine, you don't need to use them. But if you really have to use them, maybe to treat a certain skin concern, then you need to opt for very mild forms in very low concentrations. This is very important. Now, for example, if you need an exfoliant in your skincare routine, rather than using glycolic acid, you could opt for lactic acid. It's been shown to be milder, less irritating, and hydrating to the skin. And even when you're getting your lactic acid, rather than opt for the 10% strength, you could get the 5%. It's always important to keep your skin barrier in mind whenever you're getting your skincare products. So I hope with this video you'll be able to always look at the skincare ingredients of your products before you get them. If you found this video very helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share the video, and if there's any topic you'd like me to bring to you guys, let me know in the comment section below. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.